Lions TV, chatting Chit. Don't know how to sum that up. I think it's hard to break down that loss. QPR 4-0 3. Trying to calm down because that was just embarrassing. It didn't flattered us, the result, really. QPR, the way they dominated. If it was 7 or 8, honestly, and people are going to say it sounds negative. If you watch the game, if it was 7 or 8, we couldn't have even complained. That 20-25 minutes after the break, after we'd scored, I mean, Bart's got to save that one. We're right back in. It's 1-1, and I know everyone's saying, "Oh, you can't criticise him," but goalkeepers' jobs are to save shots, keep the ball out the back of the net. And if you get beat by something that you've got no chance over, fair play, good goal. But you just get back. He did it against them at home. We just got back in it, and he made a mistake. And I feel sorry for the lad. Yeah, but you can't give him sympathy for that today. You have to take that on the chin. After that, he's probably our best player on the pitch. Someone said that in the group. You can't deny that. And you think, well, I don't think anyone can ever make up for a mistake by having an absolute stormer afterwards, because I always think you shouldn't make the mistake in the first place, but they just absolutely destroyed us. It was like that. We were playing the love child of Barcelona and Brazil out there, and they've been having absolutely dog since they come back. A few of us have watched them before a few times this year. They haven't looked that great, but they seem to play well against us, and they just outmatched us in every department. The shape didn't really work well for us. I keep saying every time we play a team with 3 at the back, they match us up. It just seems to just pin us back. We can't get out. I don't think we've got the ball retention we should have, especially with the personnel out there. Leonard, they just disregarded Leonard today, and every time Wood's got the ball, they had 2 or 3 around him. There's another phrase I'll usually use, but I'll say bees around a honeypot. They just swarmed Woods, and they just nullified him, stifled him, and they just totally disregarded Leonard. I would have had Malumbi or Williams in there just for ball control. So you take out one ball player, you got to think about another one. So we had no ball control out there today. And they just ran us out wide. They ran us in the middle. So they're overloading us out wide. The fullbacks didn't really get protection. But as soon as they pop in the middle, they seem to have an extra man as well. Full credit to QPR. They absolutely ruined us today. But it's when it's there, when you're there and you're in a good position and you've got to take ownership and take the ball by the horns. We just absolutely caved today. There's no leadership out there. Spineless was the word going around a lot. Where was the leaders like going, you know what? Come on, we've got to do something here. Let's get ourselves out of the hole. And it sounds negative after the year we've had. We were in 7th going into today. But as I say, when it matters, you've got really good teams, mentally strong teams, turn up and find a way to win. We can't go like we did, beat Charlton and lose to Borough embarrassingly. Looked quite good against Hull in the first 70 minutes. I know they put it on us at the end. We brought it on ourselves, but Blackburn nullified them. And then we lose to QPR. Like that. It could have been 7 or 8, honestly. And it's so frustrating, isn't it, being a Millwall fan like that? Because Blackburn are half decent side. They're right up there. We nullified them. Didn't give them too much of a sniff. QPR struggling, made them look like gods on earth. Middlesbrough, absolutely horrendous side. But they played 3 at the back, and we couldn't match up with it. We got caught out, and they're saying in the group, is this good? The group good enough to be in the playoffs? Well, evidently not, because we're not there. But go down with some sort of dignity and fight. Go down, and that result, people look and go, what a game that was. But we were horrendous, absolutely horrendous. I mean, I've tried to calm down and have a clearer head while talking about it, but this is straight after the deed, and it's very raw. And it's again, we need some sort of enhancement here, because we just can't keep it up, can we? And they do that every year. We did it a couple of years ago. We lost to Middlesbrough, 2 games left out of the playoffs. We did it a few years before that against Swansea, 2 games left out of the playoffs. And as I say, okay, we might not be good enough, but go down with a fight. Don't go down embarrassing, being laughed at. We had that there, could have put pressure on them, threw it away in the worst possible time, and it's just hard. It's hard now to get yourself back up and going. And I have a really miserable weekend now. I'm sure a lot of you might have as well. And I'm not even going to go through the team. We'll go through each individual performance because there is no point. Even the players that you expect to put in a shift were not at the races and not up for the fight. And, you know, when Bennett, our most creative player, goes off injured again, I'll miss the glass, I think. You bring on Dadbod. You expect to make the playoffs when you've got to give that guy 80 minutes? But we'll look back. Decent year at the end of it. We'll probably be a bit more positive at the end of the Huddersfield game. But he's got a big summer. And I said that last year, but now you've got to ask even the players we thought up for it. Are they up for it? Oh, well, we'll keep turning up and watching, won't we? Come on, you Lions.